everything hung on our skies. Remember, when they scrambled in the conference of Berlin and carelessly carved Africa, searing each African skin, it was not just because of their greed or need to sow seeds saturated with sorrow, but because through Africa's greatness, they envisioned their own great tomorrow. The beginning. Barriateri, the Italian general, had eyes instead of eyes, and a tongue of 5 leather whips. Ras Alula was deafened by the whisper of lies that seeped from his lips. Through Alula's agents who could read the tone of the Ethiopian winds, their whisper, "We will catch the Italian advance before the advance begins." And with the anger of that lion's and a swiftness of an eagle's wing, Alula rose magnificent and rode to the foot of Minilik the king. With all their 5 generals, Minilik rolled 5 armies and damned attacks. It will take one strong Ethiopia to break their stiffened backs. Meantime, with pomp and primitive greed, the Italians embarked on their plan. They left for ADWA from Antisco with the night's time, a shroud for each man. Unbeknown, every step was recorded by Alula's silent, speedy spies who traced the battalion's movement through the reflection that was left in the sky. The Italians, noting that the Ethiopian dawn was as cloaked for a surprise attack, had no knowledge that the warriors were waiting and would give the surprise back. With all their 5 generals, Ras Alula whispered, "Their armies and planned attacks, it will take one strong Ethiopia to break their Britons back." The war. The Ethiopians advanced from below, a hero sacrifice for a country's love. Suffice as they fell and blood spilled for another flank to rain from above, and so unveil complex maneuvers of hope and honor for history whose aim was the breaking of evil and working of victory. The Ethiopians from all provinces gathered with truthless protection, descended around ADWA with justice and honor, and uniting as their weapon the cracking, snapping of rattling rifle, awakening the morning sun from ridges the Italian poured fire. The Battle of ADWA began. With all their 5 generals, Ras Mengesha fought with their armies and their attacks. It will take one strong Ethiopia to snap their stiffened backs. The victory. It seems the more Ethiopians were killed, then twice as many returned. The more they tried to drench their spirits, the more their spirits burned. It seemed as if amongst the red mist, each man that fell wounded rose again. Each breath of air rejuvenated his lungs. Each drop of blood seeped back to his veins. It seemed that the Ethiopian rose from the riverbeds, came from the shadows of the mountain sides, with eyes of a stone and dread. And Barriateri's general, sensing this was the beginning of the end, succumbed to the deafening whisper, "Surrender, surrender, surrender." Remember this, it was not one of Ethiopia, but Ethiopia as one. It was not part of the some that won, but part of everyone. It was not the hearts of its own, but its veins that pumped on. It was not just the warriors, but where they were all from. Remember this. How the story washed across the continent enslaved, flooded with the story of ADWA in a whispered tidal wave. From Kenya to Senegal, from Morocco to Gambia, the liberation began in ADWA in 1896 and ended in South Africa. Thank you very much. Thank you. And next on, we have Hararge from Oromia community, Abdul Hakim, Hararge community representative. They have a dance for us. Karibuni sana.